Okay, so we're gonna go through the main derivative tricks, and so we're gonna go from easier to difficult. So this first one is the most basic rule that we use for polynomials, and so you use it whenever you have just variables to a power. So this is called the power rule or the hammer rule. And so you call it the hammer rule because what you do is the exponent, you grab it and you bring it down like a hammer. Whammo! And so here the 2 comes down and you multiply with the number that's already there. So this is equal to 6 x to the, and then you subtract 1 from the exponent, so that would give you 6x to the 1 plus, now here notice that the x doesn't have a power, so we can make it an imaginary 1. Now later on you won't have to do this, but for now I'm gonna write it here. But the same thing, so you would bring the 1, multiply down by the 7, so I would get 7 x to the 0, and then the derivative of a constant is just 0. And so then the only thing that is left is, so this is 6x plus x to the 0 is just 1, so this is just 6x plus 7, and that's it. Okay, now this next problem, it's also a power rule situation, but it has a bunch of roots in it. There are a couple ways you can approach it. I'm going to show you guys the long way first, and then I'll show you guys a little shortcut that might be useful to you, and then you can use it if you feel like it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this guy as, instead of square root of x, I'm going to write it as an exponent. So this is going to be x to the 1/2 plus 3 times x to the, this is going to be 1 inside, 4 outside, so this is x to the 1/4, minus 2 times x to the 7 inside, and then 2 on the outside. And then we're going to use the power rule just like we did in the problem above. And so this is equal to, so the 1/2 will bring down like the hammer. Bring down the hammer. So this is going to be 1/2 x to the, so we subtract 1, we get negative 1/2 plus, we bring down the 1/4, so we get 3/4 x to the, we subtract 1 from 1/4, we get negative 3/4 minus 7/2 times 2, that's going to be just 7 x to the 7/2 minus 1 is going to be 5/2. Okay, and then here we have the negative exponents, so we're going to move the negative exponents down. So this is going to be 1/2 x to the 1/2 plus 3/4 x to the 3/4 minus 7. Might as well just get this one done with. I'm going to turn this one into a root. So as a root, this is going to be square root and then x to the 5th inside. And the last thing, we can rewrite this guy as a root. 1/2 square root of x plus 3/4 4th root of x to the 3rd, and then minus 7 square root of x to the 5th. And that's it. And if you take a close look, you can look how you can go straight from the root to the last one. So this was our shortcut, that the derivative of square root of x is 1/2 root x. But you can also apply the same reasoning to go from the fourth root of x to 1 over the fourth root of x cubed as well, just by going through these steps in your head, but it's up to you. The shortcuts are not 100% necessary. But this is the answer.